What's up, everybody? Hey, Tom Laird here, host of the Advice from a Call Center Geek podcast and founder of Expivia. For exceptional contact center outsourcing, trust Expivia. We're fully AI-driven, as all of you know, and can handle voice, email, chat, and all of your digital channels. Our 600-seat USA contact center is expert in healthcare, financial services, insurance, tech support, retail, and more. Experts on the NICE CX1 platform, we ensure seamless customer experiences. DM me or visit expiviausa.com for more. What's up, everybody? I'm not even going to go to the normal Advice from a Call Center Geek preamble where I kind of explain what we do. I think you guys should all know by now. And I just got a quick mini podcast here. I just had some thoughts as I'm driving back from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's about 2 hours south of Erie. And just have some thoughts on a question that I just got through our Advice from a Call Center Geek SMS Texting community. If you're not a member of the community, you need to be, because I'll answer thoughts like this or questions like this, randomly driving my car on a Saturday. But again, if you would like to become a member, just text Call Center to 814-247-0366. That'll get you all signed up. But anyway, so we had a member just text me and say, hey, Tom, what are your thoughts on having a chat team and a voice team, right? So should we keep them separate, or should we multi-skill and train everybody so that we are efficient as we can be? What is the kind of the best practices, or what are your thoughts on it? And I think I have some pretty strong thoughts on this. So to start, we understand that the knowledge base for both channels needs to be there, right? Chat and voice, you can be trained in the same program. You need to understand it like the back of your hand. But it's the execution of the channel that is different, right? So, when you are talking voice, you are talking to a singular person, one person that you're focused on. You're using your words to articulate to that person, their needs. Chat's a different animal, right? Chat, you need to be able to multitask, because some agents can take 4, 6, 8, up to 10 different chats, and 10 might be aggressive, but up to 8 for sure, right? And they need to have proper grammar. They need to articulate through written word, which is different. So, back in the day, we would hire specific to those skill sets, because a lot of the times, things were not integrated anyway. So we'd have a chat team, we'd have a voice team, and we'd hire specifically for chat, we'd hire specifically for voice. And that was the way we did it. Well, obviously now with the technology we have today, with skills-based routing, with, being able to be multi-channel or omni-channel, the technology is there to have everybody skilled, right? To have everybody skilled in voice and chat, and you can prioritize through different ways and through their priorities to who's going to take what when. But still, I don't know if everyone's going to be good at it, right? Because it is their unique skill set. So this is my opinion on what has worked for us. Again, this is just my opinion, but I know that this is kind of what seems to work. And the answer is, I kind of hate both extreme models, right? So the extreme model of saying, hey, let's have 2 specific teams is definitely not efficient anymore. It's not the right way to go. I don't think. But also having everyone skilled in the 2 channels, I don't think is the right way to go as well. So this is kind of what I would say, and I would use a hybrid method. And this is kind of what I recommend to our clients. Now, some of our clients, they tell them, I don't care what you're saying, I just want chat-specific agents, and we can do that. But I can't stand it, just like most of you who run a contact center, and if you have 2 specific channels, and you're queuing in one while you have agents idle in the other, right? It's like the number one thing that kind of gets you sick to your stomach, and you want to avoid all that stuff. But at the same time, you need the customer experience to be really good too. So again, what I would say is, let's take an example of a 20-seat call center. I would take 12 agents. I would train them in voice, have them be your core voice agents. I would then take either all of them, or probably most likely a percentage of those 12, maybe 8 of them or 9 of them, and I would then double skill them in chat with a higher priority, right? So they're a priority 2 or a priority 3. Right, where they're a priority 1 for voice. And then I would do the same thing on the flip side, right? So again, if we have let's say, I think we said 13 agents in voice, so we have 7 agents left. Those 7 chat agents are all going to be a priority 1 in chat, and they're going to do chats all day. but we're going to take a percentage of those guys, right? So maybe we take 5 of them, right, that we think can do a really good job with voice as well, and we're going to double skill them in voice with a higher priority. So again, they're only going to get those calls and not do chats if they're queuing, right? If they're queuing. So, that's kind of how I think it should kind of look. And then really just using your different preferences and your priorities. I should say priorities, not preferences, priorities, to kind of tweak it. Now, the other cool thing that I utilize a lot, and I think I've talked about it, is, again, with Nice in Contact, but with all of the platforms, they have some tool like this that is, Nice in Contact calls it workforce intelligence, right? And workforce intelligence basically says you can set up some business rules to have this system, pull agents in and out or change preferences or priorities in and out. So we can say things like, all right, we have 7 core chat agents, and we can say if calls go, if there's 3 or more calls in queue, then 5 of those agents, get moved over to voice until that queue gets taken care of. And we can do the same thing with chat. So we can use, handle time, change preferences, use talk time. So that way we kind of, I don't want to say kind of guarantee service levels for certain things. And we're maximizing our agents' skills, right? So they're only going to take chat or they're only going to do voice, if they're not strong in those when they have to, right? And I guess that's the bottom line here is just trying to get your agents to be really good, at what they're good at, or give them the most opportunity, like a good coach, to do what they're really good at. Now, I will tell you this: as you go, and reps get more used to, a voice rep gets more used to chat, then they can start to take more, right? And you may be able to develop a team, right? Once you see that, of what they're doing and that they're getting used to it, that they can become more kind of omni-channel, where everybody's, kind of taking the same call type. But I still think, for the most part, people's brains kind of work one way or the other. I am more of a verbal person than I am a typer. I make a lot of mistakes. All my blogs and those posts need to be proofed, and I'm better at that. So I would be a better voice agent. I always was a better voice agent than I was a chat agent. But again, I could still do it. It just wasn't my strength. So again, I hope that helps. I hope that that's clear. I know I'm just kind of driving and kind of throwing some thoughts out here without any notes or anything like that. So if you do have any more questions, please, if you're a member of the community or join the community, ask me some questions. You can find me on LinkedIn as well. DM me, on Twitter and ask away, and I'll try to clarify. And I'll probably try to do a blog post on this and maybe a longer podcast episode where we can kind of dig into some of this stuff a little bit more too. But I hope that helps. I'm almost home, so I'll talk to you guys later.